today we're going to work on this Japanese black pine. It's due for its autumn-winter cleanup, so that'll involve some needle plucking, bud selection, removing any wire that seems to have bitten in, maybe resetting some branches, some pads with some wire again. This is a nice tree that has come a long way in a relatively short period of time. You may have seen this one before on my Instagram feed, Facebook feed. It's taken a nice step forward. Looks like it's really filled out well after being decandled late last year, December, and it's ready for its cleanup. So thanks for checking in, thanks for tuning in, and I'll get into it and see if we can make this look a little bit prettier in a relatively short period of time. Okay, so we're sort of part way through the tree now, and I just want to go through the process of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and also how I'm doing it. So the process I'm going through is the removal of old needles. Now, when you're looking at a pine branch, the old needles, the oldest needles on the branch, are the ones that are closest to the trunk. So the new needles come from the tips and push out. You'll see that they're a slightly different colour, and the older needles take on a darker, more olivey sort of green feel. And you'll see they may be starting to be damaged by now, or discoloration, that sort of thing. So the reason why I'm doing is to try and keep the airflow and openness of the tree still there, as well as also cleaning the underneath side of the pads and making sure that my pine always looks like it's in the best condition it possibly can be. I'm using these things here. So these are some pine tweezers. If you've got black pines, these are invaluable. Now, the reason why I like these and not some of the finer ones is because of the tip that's on them is quite thick and durable, allowing you to grab the needle quite firmly and to take it out. They've got a nice little serrated edge in there as well. The other thing that I use is some twig scissors. So these ones are great. They're very sharp on the point and very fine and delicate with their cut. So after decandling, it's normal to get 1 to 5 buds coming from the cut site where the decandling was taking place. So you want to always clean back to a maximum of 2 things at that one point. You'll find as the tree gets denser and denser and denser, you'll go back to 1. And you've also got to use this time as the opportunity to look at possibly shortening the branches. Nature of the beast with bonsai, things get longer and longer and longer and continue to grow, and as they continue to grow, they break the silhouette that we want to keep. So sooner or later, we can't keep wiring these things and shimmying them back in, so you need to take them off. So that's part of the process now, is to go through and needle pluck, bud select, remove the wire and give it a bit of a clean up. If it's too long, look at the options of cutting it back. And part of the reason why we needle pluck too and keep our pines open is so it encourages the inner buds in close to the trunk back in further in this part of the branch to grow and develop. So as it gets too long out this side, we've always got something that we cut back to push that branch back in further. So let's go through the process. Needle plucking some of the old needles around the site where it was decandled, and 2 new buds have come out. Then looking at the strength of those buds, and if necessary, needle plucking some of those as well. Again, old needle removal. The process of the needle removal is important as well. You want to make sure that you don't go and tear the bark as you're removing the needle, so you pluck in the direction of the growth. Okay, so that's the tree done for now. It's not finished, it's just taken another step along the progressive path to becoming a fine bonsai. So There's a lot to love about black pines. I definitely love them, and I think that everyone should have a crack at them. They're not that hard, they're not mysterious, they just need a lot of love and attention. So get into your black pines. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do the usual. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Get notifications. Stick around because there's going to be a lot more of this YouTube footage coming, and I hope that this series is something that you really enjoy and get a lot out of. Thanks as always.